Hey guys, Mr. C here, and we're going to do a draw and tell story. So, first of all, let's grab your paper and let's get a pencil. And if you've got some, also some coloring crayons. And let's get started. Alright guys, so we've got our paper, we've got our pencil, and we're going to do our draw and tell story. So Mr. C is going to tell the story and start the drawing. I want you with your own paper or in your drawing book to also draw the story with me. On your piece of paper, you really want to start off really pretty much in the middle, because as things get drawn up above or things get drawn down below, you don't want to run out of paper room. So let's start the story. This one takes place at a circus. And what a great circus! Rides and sideshows and wild animals, cotton candy and hot dogs, and right in the middle of the whole thing, the big tent where the three big rings are where the performers would be. If you've ever been to a circus, it's always called a three-ring circus. There's usually a ring or a circle, usually the biggest one right in the middle. Then there's usually two smaller rings on either side. That's why they're known as three-ring circuses, because the performers perform inside there. There's our three circles. Go ahead, draw a slightly bigger one in the middle, two to the sides. Uncle Bob had promised to meet Jesse and Alicia there, but he was nowhere to be seen. Waiting there and smelling all the good smells, Jesse and Alicia started to feel hungry. So they bought themselves two big ice cream cones. Here's one ice cream cone. Draw that triangle. There's the ice cream on top. Oh, here's the other ice cream cone. And these two ice cream cones, well, they even had a cherry on top. So there's our cherry. Go ahead and draw your two ice cream cones, put the cherry on top as well. Alicia was still hungry, so she had a hot dog too. Hot dogs are always kind of curved, right? Kind of like a banana in some ways. There's our hot dog, and I think if you like ketchup or mustard, you can put a line of ketchup or mustard on your hot dog as well. When Alicia had finished her hot dog and Uncle Bob still wasn't there, Jessie suggested a ride on the roller coaster. Whee! Up and down, up and down, up and down they went. Alicia was feeling a little bit sick, so Jessie went again by herself. So here's the first roller coaster ride, and it goes up and down and up and down and up and down. And here's the second roller coaster ride that Jesse went on by himself. Up and down and up and down. They went on the roller coaster. Hey Alicia, up and down, up and down, up and down. Well, Alicia couldn't even watch. We'd better try and find Uncle Bob, Alicia said. So they walked over to a sideshow where a man was swallowing swords. They looked all around, but Uncle Bob wasn't there. So sideshows are kind of a little different than the three main rings. Sideshows are just that. They're over to the side, maybe like a half a ring. And that's where the sword swallower would be. Remember, they start down here at the roller coaster. So they're walking around the circus area, and they walk around the sideshow where the guy's swallowing swords, but they still can't find their Uncle Bob. A little further on, they came to the animal cages. So I'll move a little bit up here, and then we better draw some sort of animal cage. There's a rectangle with the bars to the cage, kind of thing where lions and tigers, other animals might be held. They were walking along, looking at all the animals in the cage, when the lion escaped. Jesse and Alicia watched as the keeper and his helper ran after the lion. They ran up here after the lion. And then they threw a net over him. Let's throw a big round net over the lion. And then they dragged the lion back to his cage. All right, back you go to your cage, lion. In it goes. They spotted another sideshow where a woman in a tiger skin suit was juggling flaming torches. So we'll get them to walk down here, and well, just like that sideshow, here's another sideshow. This one has the women in the tiger skin outfit juggling flaming torches. They ran over and they looked all around. Let's make them go around. But they still couldn't see Uncle Bob anywhere. Well, they kept on walking, and finally they were all the way back to where the roller coaster ride was. "It's almost time for the show," said Jessie. "Where is Uncle Bob?" "Look!" cried Alicia. "Is that him?" There was a man dressed in a bright colored suit, and he was coming toward them, but he was walking on his hands with his feet way up in the air. When he got to the girls, he did a flip in the air and landed on his feet. "Uncle Bob!" Jessie and Alicia cried together. "You're here!" I am, said Uncle Bob with a big smile. "Are you ready for the show?" And he took them both by the hand and led them into the big tent to watch the show as his very special guests. And you can see here we have a clown face. That's Uncle Bob. And like all good clowns, he needs his makeup done. So grab your pencil crayons. Let's get some color in here. And there we go. There's our clown face, looking a lot more colorful. Great job.